Hi Spice Farm, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. Today I will be showing you how I make tomato stewed chicken with coconut rice. So if you're interested, keep watching. Also, I want to say thank you so much for 400 and counting subscribers. Yay! Thank you so much, guys. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and put on your post notification bell. Let's get into this video. We're going to start off by making the tomato stewed chicken. Here I have some tomatoes, plenty onion and garlic, some pimento peppers, green seasoning, and some seasoned chicken parts. The rest of the ingredients I will show you as I go along. So let's go. To my pot, I'm just going to add in some oil, just enough to be able to saute the seasoning. So I'm doing that right now. Oops, don't want to put in too much. So I'm just going to add in the seasonings I would have mentioned before. So next you want to just mix it around until everything is well combined. And what we are going to do is to allow it to saute for a couple minutes or so until all the seasoning flavors are blended together. So once it's done, I will come back to show you the next step. After a few minutes, this is what the seasonings look like. And as you can see, it's nice and it's succulent, and it's also very flavorful. It smells really good. Next, what I'm going to do is to add the chicken parts in, and really any meat can be used. So once I would have added in the chicken parts, I am next going to mix it in really well until everything is well combined. I will leave the link to the recipe in the description box below so you can see exactly what I use and the correct measurement. Once I would have mixed that really well, I am going to allow it to fry for a few minutes, just so that wonderful flavor that would have been extracted before we added the meat, it will definitely penetrate it and gives that a really wonderful flavor. So I am going to allow it to fry for those few minutes, and I will come back to show you when it's done. This is what our stew is looking like, and as I said, I did allow it to fry. Alright, so don't mind this here, it's just from it frying, and it is good and has this nice little chow there, and it smells so good. So next we are going to move on with the other ingredients. Now I'm just going in with the tomatoes, and I'm going to follow up with a little bit of coconut milk, and the correct measurement will be in the description, or the link to the correct measurement will be in the description box below. So this is what we have here, and you just want to mix it up really well, and then we're going to follow up with some water. Now that I'm adding in the water, I am doing it some at a time, and I will add as I go along as needed. So once that has been added, I am just going to mix it around until everything is combined, and we are next going to move on to seasoning the stew. Let's go. I'm going to add in a bay leaf because you want to get that flavor going. Other spices such as cloves can be added as well. Alright, so yes. Next I'm adding in my cayenne pepper. You can add black pepper, or black pepper can be used as well as pepper sauce if that's what you have on hand, or if that's your preference. Next I'm going in with some salt, and I'm just adding in just some at a time. I don't want to add in too much because I'm trying not to use too much salt. So salt can be added based on taste. Next I'm adding in some sugar, and the sugar basically helps with cutting the rackishness of the tomatoes, as well as bringing out the flavor of the stew. So this is what it looks like. Now you can also fry the tomato before you actually add it to it, but it's okay for me either way. Alright, so I'm doing it either way. So next, what we're going to do, we're going to allow it to boil, and of course as you go along you want to make sure that you check it for flavor. You want to check it for additional water that you may have to add. Alright, so you want to make sure that you do that, and while that is happening, we are going to move on to the coconut rice. For the coconut rice, we would need some pimento peppers to give it that extra flavor, plenty onion and garlic. I have here some bay leaf and some cloves in this bowl. We're adding that for that spicy flavor to it. And here I have some coconut milk, which we really need, and of course I have here some rice. So these are some of the ingredients you will use for the coconut rice. Let's start. I will start off by adding the coconut milk to my pot, and then I'm also going to follow up with my spices, which is the bay leaf and the cloves. Next I'm going on with the onion, with the onion and the garlic. So onion and garlic right here, and I'm going to go in with the pimento peppers, and we are going to allow this to come to a boil, and then we are going to add in our rice. Once the coconut mixture is boiling, I will now add in the rice, as you can see here. And once the rice has been added, you want to add some water as well. Now when I'm cooking any of my rice and so forth, what I do is that I start off with little water. Now you can always add water, but it cannot take out, and you don't want your rice to be soggy. So I'm just adding in just enough to ensure that it's cooked, and as I go along I will just add if there is a need for that. So next I am just simply mixing it around a little bit, and now it's time for seasoning the rice. Now this coconut rice, you want it to have plenty flavor, so you want to make sure that you add as much seasoning as you can. So here I would have added in some salt, and then of course I would like to have a bit of heat in there. Cayenne pepper or black pepper or even pepper sauce can be used as well. No, that's optional, but I just love to have some heat in my coconut rice. Then I'm just stirring it around until it is combined, and next what I'm going to do is to allow it to boil or cook, and once it's done I will come back to show you the next step. Here is our tomato stewed chicken, and ooh, it's done, y'all. It's done. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove it from the heat, and I will come back with the final plating once we are finished with the coconut rice. See you in a bit. Here's our coconut rice, and it is all done. I forgot to mention to you that I did add in some green seasoning. I did not get that moment on camera. So now I am just tossing it about a bit, just simply stirring it up to make sure that all of the flavors, the seasonings, they are evenly distributed throughout the pot. I will plate and come back to show you the next step. So I simply did a little bit of a spread here. I have here my tomato stewed chicken, and look how juicy and delicious it is looking. I'm really enjoying how it actually came out and look. And here is our coconut rice that is well seasoned, as you can see here, with some pieces of the pepper. You can see through the rice, and of course you can also add in some thyme if you do have that on hand. I also have here some carrots that I did steam, and as well as some lettuce to add to the plate. I really do hope that you did enjoy today's video. Please don't forget to comment below, let us know what you think and how you make yours. Until the next time, see you in our next video. Bye bye.